Yo, people, lateness is greatness. Welcome back into the building. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Oil Boys show. And listen, there's a lot to talk about. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot to talk about. I feel like the rivalry between us four will be intensifying over the weeks. It was meant to be just a friendly chat. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just meant to just be us flaunting our money, enjoying, being the most successful teams in the country in the last 10 years. But unfortunately, things are starting to get a little bit sour around here. Saj, introduce yourself, brother. And
you first have to win multiple cups to start calling yourself the most successful.
I said two of the most successful.
No. There is the most successful team in the last 10 years. Then there is everybody else.
No. That's Chelsea, though. That's Chelsea.
In the last 10 years, what have you won?
In the last 15,
what do the Arsenal fans do? Start talking about this and that.
No. If he wants to do that, and it's the last 15, it's Chelsea, bro.
What have you done for me lately?
Nah, bro.
Saj, I said introduce yourself.
Sorry. Okay. Hi, my name's Saj. How you doing?
Big Steve, welcome into the building. Obviously,
yeah, man.
Last week you can see things are starting to crack up around here. How are you doing, bro?
All right, man. Sound you?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. And Monstar, bro, how are you doing? Obviously, big W we got yesterday.
W settings, bro. Like Dammy says, listen, I'm here to bring the smoke to this man above me right here, bro. He's been talking a lot of was. It's time, bro. It's time.
Now, obviously, I'll paint the picture, right? We go into the game. I spoke to Big Steve on the Friday. He's very confident, as Man City should be and would be. It was the day to wrap up the title. Let's not try and minimalize the game and say it meant nothing. You wanted to win the league that day. You had your party poopers out. You were ready. You know what I mean? You was ready to walk with the trophy. It didn't happen. But can we, first, before we get into, obviously, the win and whatnot for Chelsea, I want to talk about that team that Pep put out. Is any Man City fan, even in the slightest bit, annoyed with the team that he put out? Because let's have it right. There were no central midfielders on the pitch. Big Steve, what did you make of the team?
Listen, when you watched the show with Don Robbie that day in the Chelsea, in the semi-final of the Cup, and I said, look, we've got a big problem with fullbacks here because you guys are fast up front, yeah. So he decides to play Mendy and Cancelo that time, and we were all over the place, yeah. So in the semi-final, I thought, right, fair enough. He's rested the team for the Paris game on the Tuesday, yeah. It's not how I do it. It's not how I want to do it. But look, I'm not going to argue with Pep Guardiola. So we lost that game. We went out against Paris and we won. So we've got through to the final now. So you're thinking, right, okay, he needs to win the league. Then when he puts that team out again, 9 changes, same fullbacks, Nathan Ake, you're thinking, what? You start the game and you're like, okay. But look, listen, there's no excuses. We can't make excuses. But this is what I think he's doing, yeah? He's thought, right, okay, it doesn't matter if we win the league against Chelsea. United's got 3 games this week, yeah? They only have to drop points and it's over. But does he play his big side, yeah, which he hasn't done against Tuchel yet? Does he play them all in that game? Tuchel boys get a grip of it, see how he's going to set up and all that. We changed the formation as well the other day against you, which we've never played. No false 9.
Yeah.
And does he give his Champions League plan away? So, no. So, yeah, you beat us, yeah? Last minute, no problem. It's better for you than us. Obviously, we're waiting to win the league. You've got 3 points. You're going to get your top 4. But listen, if we go to the Champions League in Istanbul and plays the full team, and we come out and you haven't got a clue what's going on with that false 9, and we wipe the floor with you, who's done the greatest ever fucking smash and grab in history? Pep Guardiola. Because I'm telling you now, seriously, yeah, you just got it home in the last minute against that shower at weekend. So when the Paris Saint-Germain boys turn up, yeah, with a false 9 and they're rotating and we're pressing high up the pitch and we got Walker at the back and you ain't getting over the top and all that, it's a totally different story. I'm telling you, man. Trust me.
Is that what you're saying? Like
100%. Listen, I offered Matisse £1,000 bet. I offered Matisse £1,000 bet. Yeah. So why don't you get your dough out then, Monstar?
No. Wait. You're talking about you played. You're talking about you played this fullback and that fullback. We played Marcus Alonso. We played Billy Gilmore.
Billy the only player that hasn't really played for you this season.
I thought he was your boy, Billy Gilmore. I thought he was the next best thing.
Yeah, but
Listen,
he's a young
yeah, Phil
kid.
Foden
That's
incarnate,
for
no?
future, that's for the future right there. That's for the
We
future. We're
basically
talking
played
about
one
right
midfield
now.
player
For the
Rodri,
future
that was
now,
it.
okay.
It's for the future. Listen, you ain't never heard me
Listen,
gas about Billy
I
Gilmore.
told you,
Even
mate,
I've
I
said,
told
This
you.
man right
listen,
here, this man right
listen.
here.
wait, hold on. You've heard me. If you heard me, I've always said send him back to the development squad, bro. He ain't ready. Do you get what I mean? Send him back to the development squad. I don't need him in the team right now. Don't worry about no Billy Gilmore. But
When
bro,
you break it down, what did you actually win?
3
that
points.
weekend.
And by
There
the
you
way,
go.
psychologically-
Right, so there you go. So what I'm saying is, you've got 3
that's
points
important.
against Man City. Well done.
Yeah.
Back
But
to back.
who's going to be lifting the
And-
Premier League trophy
Wait,
at the end of
hold
this
on.
week? Us or you?
And don't forget, we took away your quadruple. That's not happening no more. There's
Listen, there
no
was never no
quadruple.
quadruple.
That's
Oh,
media
yeah, there's
narrative,
no-
man.
oh, there's never no
you
media
must be
narrative.
seriously. You must be an idiot if
No.
you think there was a quadruple
There
on the
was
cards.
if so. You want to tell me if you didn't beat Chelsea, you
There's
wouldn't have
never
gone.
been a quadruple on the cards.
Oh,
No one in the
there's
history
not-
of football has ever won it. No one in the history of
Exactly.
football has ever won a
If
quadruple.
you thought
mate.
we were
But
going
hold
to
on. No one in
prioritize,
the history of the Premier League had ever done a clean sweep, winning all 3 trophies. But then Guardiola did it, right?
Yeah, but he didn't get no credit for it. Apparently, that's not it's no good. Apparently, that's everyone's
well,
it's
it's
fraud.
history.
this FA
It's
Cup game
history.
happened
It's
before
history.
our Champions League games. If you thought we were going to prioritize the
Okay.
FA Cup over the Champions League, are you
Chelsea
mad?
took away our quadruple, right? So you got a trophy for that. And
And they- that's not
you've
even
got
confirmed.
Everton
That's
this
not
weekend.
even
If
You
we
get a
win the
trophy for
FA
that.
Cup,
Yeah.
That's not
If
even
we win the
confirmed.
FA
They
Cup.
still
Fair
need
play
to
to
beat
you, yeah.
Leicester.
You've got we took the quadruple trophy and we beat Man City trophy. Fair play to you, man. That's a great achievement. I'm buzzing off that, yeah.
And that
We
FA
took
Cup's not
away
even
your
guaranteed.
FA
You
Cup,
still need to
bro.
win that. You still
We
need to
will.
win that, fam.
We will.
Dad,
Don't worry about it.
Dad,
We
you-
will, my G.
You guys
will.
can't tell me that Tuchel has not taken any sort of psychological edge over Guardiola after beating him
Not
twice.
really,
2-2.
bruv. Who would
you don't
you
think
play?
so? No,
Like,
none.
no, bruv.
Nah.
You played. We had man that hadn't touched the field in months. On
Oh,
okay,
if
bruv,
Guardiola
Hold
wasn't
on,
trying to get
let him land, Monstar. Let him land because I'm going to finish
Okay,
him off
okay,
after.
go on.
okay.
We had
Go on.
man that hadn't touched the field in months. Ake hadn't touched the game in a while. Raheem is trying to find form again. Aguero's mindset is elsewhere because he's halfway through negotiations with X, Y, and Z. So he would. It would. All that was on the weekend. It was a nice headline, fell-weird situation for Aguero.
Let me tell you where your plan. Both your plans are flawed immediately. When I've spoken to you guys a lot about Man City, you guys have been asking for Aguero to play games. So don't try and spin it now. Oh
No. I said no.
Wait.
I agree.
Hold on. You wanted him to have his emotional farewell and get some goals so you could relive those moments before he.
Yeah, I said it was a
Now
narrative.
Aguero's
It was a narrative killer.
Don't tell me you didn't want him to play.
No.
They
I'm not
forget-
saying it doesn't matter. I'm not saying it doesn't matter.
Batiste, they forget their front line. Although they are winning, they're drawing blanks. They've been drawing blanks. Hence why they want Aguero. Do you know what I mean? Your front line has been drawing blanks. Don't even
Just
try and make
splattered
out
Paris
like
Saint-Germain. How are we drawing blanks? We just splattered Paris Saint-Germain. You said it was
so
going to kill us.
you don't feel like your front line has been
You just
drawing
beat a
blanks.
Real
Sorry
Madrid
about-
team,
bruv,
yeah,
we were
that was in
getting
the retirement
W's, bruv.
home. You just beat a Real
Stop
Madrid
it.
team that was in the
You just
retirement
beat a
home.
PSG team
Hold on.
without Mbappe.
Because I'm confused. now.
Mbappe was in the first leg and didn't have one shot, mate.
Hold
but
on.
he
Not
didn't play.
one shot.
Not
But
one
you
shot.
guys, right? Are you not meant to have, like, after all the investment that we both had as teams, are we not meant to have deep squads? Are we not meant to have strength and depth? So why?
Yeah,
when you
you'll
make a
see the
couple
depth
changes,
of our
why
squad
they're
in the
actually- why
Champions
is that
League
problem?
final. You'll see the
Sorry?
squad in the Champions League final.
Man, are
Trust me.
celebrating nothing.
I'm not
factors,
worried
man.
about your squad.
The
because
nothing. The Chelsea celebrating now. They're celebrating
I'm not
nothing.
celebrating.
Let's
You're
get
celebrating.
it.
You get stuck to
The
death, man.
Panenka went in.
I'm not celebrating. I just
If
want
Aguero was
respect to my
serious,
team, because
If Aguero was serious and the Panenka, he didn't do that stupid Panenka, and we got our
What about
penalty.
the penalty at the end?
Yeah,
What about the
thank
penalty at
you.
the end?
If we got our Raheem
Well, the
penalty,
first penalty
they
weren't
set
supposed to be a
match,
penalty,
man.
so the referee made up for it, innit? So it's as simple as that, innit? Do you know what I mean? You can have all the salt, all that salt in your tears. I feel it, I taste it.
You don't
Listen,
know,
there's
bro.
no crying here, mate.
I
About to be
can
Premier League champions.
smell it.
It's a
I
beautiful
can
Premier
thing.
League
smell it. I
champions,
can
mate.
feel it. I understand.
Premier
Even-
League champions.
Listen. I get it.
Champions.
Pep, for a match that didn't matter, then
Mhm.
why did Pep go and bring on his what do you call it, trump cards? He brought on Gundogan and a special one, Foden.
He
For
brought
what
them
reason?
on. They
Brought
didn't
them on.
start.
For what?
They didn't start.
Why did he bring them on if
Everyone
it didn't matter?
started. Pretty much everyone started for you, bro.
Why did it matter? If it didn't matter, why did he bring them on?
Because the players that were on the pitch are clearly ain't good enough. They were half of them were knackered. Listen, this chat is irrelevant, yeah, because there's one team that is the champions of England, yeah, already won a cup and is going to win in Istanbul. And then when you lose in Istanbul, yeah, when you lose in Istanbul, you guys You're going to see what happens.
I love
all
it.
in the chat there, all in Chelsea
Steve,
fans there
right?
talking
Stevie,
absolute bollocks.
You know why I love it,
This
yeah?
is it. Hold on.
You know why I love
Steve,
it?
Right?
Go on.
You two have watched Chelsea play you twice, and you've lost twice. You can talk about rotation. We played Gilmore
by
right?
jammy
And
goals by
the way,
Ziyech.
Gilmore, and hold on. Although I rate
what?
Gilmore very
Jammy,
highly,
what?
Hold on. Although I rate Gilmore very highly, he's
said
barely
jammy.
had 8 minutes. We
I
played.
think we lost to
Barcelona, we played
Leeds with the
Pepper in
same
first game.
team. You lost to Leeds with the same team.
Hold on.
We lost to Leeds with the same team, yeah?
Hold on.
We drew with West Brom. Same. So he plays that daft formation with the daft players. That's what happens. End of story. So you're not no special team that you beat us twice with that. Leeds did it. West Brom drew with us.
Excuses.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's facts.
Your
It's
front
facts.
line. Are you not
Actually, look
nervous?
at it. It's facts.
So there's nothing
Excuses.
from those two
About
games that
There's
make
no
you
goals coming in from
concerned
your front
about
line.
the final.
Goals are
Nothing.
coming, bro.
No, I'm not
where?
concerned. Listen,
where?
Matisse, you've seen me on the Big Six. When have I ever said I'm concerned about this final? And then everyone's saying I'm cocky. It's not cocky. It's confident. I'm confident in my own team. I think you've been teed up the best you're going to ever see.
I love it.
I think
I
he's
love
led you
it.
into a trap, a false sense of security.
It
you
really
now
has.
think you
What's
beat us
mad?
twice, you're going to do it again. And then when
What's
it actually
mad is-
matters and you get beat, you'll both be sat there going, shit.
You're like,
What's
oh,
mad
no.
is that? What's you know what's mad?
What-
You lot used, you could say, a second string team, but you failed to acknowledge that Chelsea's team was somewhat similar of a second.
Do you know
string
why,
team.
Monstar? I
No
feel like
9
they
changes.
You don't want to
understand our
acknowledge
team was
it. You
rotating.
don't
Was
want
it
to
9
acknowledge it.
changes? Was it 9 changes?
And how many changes did we have? About
Not
6,
9.
something like that.
You had
Not 9.
Like
5.
we played 19-year-old Billy G in
That's all you can
midfield.
do.
Like, are
That's
you
all you can work,
serious?
Maybe
Mark,
we
I'm
played
so
19 on
confused.
YouTube
Why
2
is
years
age
Have
a
you
ago.
factor now?
have you ever heard of Marcus Alonso tax?
Have
Have you ever heard of that?
Chelsea made 5 changes from the team that played midweek. They made
Yes,
5
we did.
changes.
Yep,
All right.
5 changes.
that's it.
Here's my
I'm so
point.
confused. Why are you using 19-year-old Billy Gilmore as like a crutch when for seasons now I've been hearing that is the next big thing?
Stop it,
I'm
you
so
heard it last
confused.
season. You heard it
Man
last
City-
season.
season for a start.
You heard it last
Huh?
season. You heard it last
season.
season.
Okay, cool. Man City don't do that. We're not all like, oh, Rob, we played a 20-year-old Phil Foden, so that's an excuse. You're using it as an excuse. Why is that?
Because you're here moaning that you used this, you used that, you didn't use this, you didn't use that. You're going on like these man are
Yeah, but
bums.
we didn't
We're
play.
talking about Sterling, Jesus, Aguero. You're talking about world-class players or whatever you want to say, whether they're
That
former.
Aguero Jesus
hold
thing
on,
was
hold on. Saj,
very
Saj,
confusing,
Saj,
by the way.
Saj,
but-
Let me go through your team, and then we're going to get through some super chats.
Brother, I'm right here. I got my team right here.
Laporte,
Yeah.
who you told me was the best centre back in this league.
Second best
before
centre back after
Diaz
Van
joined,
Dijk.
right? So
After Van
Diaz,
Dijk.
Ake, who cost how much? 40 million? All right.
40
Rodri,
mil, man.
Okay.
Mendy, 50 million. Torres.
Come on.
Okay, why are you pricing players right now, bro?
I'm just saying
That's
because
his price.
because
That's
it's
his
relevant.
price.
How do you spend this amount of money on?
Mendy won't get in West Brom's team. Mendy won't
You
get
got
West
a
Brom's
last
team.
minute banger, bro. Like,
Hold on.
you're acting like you dominated the
If
game.
my team,
I know.
The second half we did.
if my team paid £50 million a pop for each of these guys and they couldn't do a job,
Listen to me, but we
I'd
don't
be
need to do a
absolutely-
No,
job.
I'd be done now.
Listen, we don't need to.
Job, though.
We do
You're
not
not
need to.
understanding.
We've done the job.
It's ours anyway. We didn't even
Dragged
want
you
to win
into
it
the
this
false
way.
sense. The
You
false
wanted
sense that you're going to win the
beat
final.
United and win it
I'm
that
not
way.
listening. Sage,
But that game got cancelled.
Sage. I'm not saying that you didn't use a so-called second string team. I'm just saying if you're at least acknowledge Chelsea also used a second string team.
You
'Cause
did
we
not
did.
really. Okay, all right, fine.
Listen, fair
Fine,
play to
fine.
Chelsea. They won the game, but that's what it
There
is.
you
They won
go.
the game.
We're
big
gonna
one.
get
Go.
we're gonna get into
Big
the
one.
hold on. We're gonna get into the details of the game as well because I want
The
to
big
go
one.
through some.
Yeah, but I want to talk about our Champions,
there's been
our
some
Champions League.
No,
games.
not the Champions. We'll talk about the Champions League.
Oh, we will
after,
talk
but-
about that.
Let's talk about it.
We'll talk about
listen,
that
we,
too.
let's talk about what happened yesterday as well because there's some weird details in that game in terms of the penalties and all that kind of stuff. Where they play 50 million backups, it's B team. When they play Billy, he's the next best thing. City, the fuckers talk too much, need to be put in their place.
These are your man's words. These are our words.
Hold on. Let me
These
just
are
go
yours.
through. Matisse and Monstar, if you're confident, put that £1,000 on Steve.
Yeah, there's a grand there.
Hold on.
That bet will never
I
take
don't gamble, bro.
£1,000.
And I'll make this, bet again.
It's
I'll make
haram.
this bet again.
£1,000.
If Chelsea win, then both of you need to wear Chelsea tops on this show. Then the following on the same.
£1,000.
Why not?
You can even
I don't bet
donate
it's
to
haram,
charity.
bro. It's haram.
It's all right.
Why not, Steve? Why not?
Nah, don't do none of that and wearing other people's shit, man. There's only one team that goes on my body, and that's Man City.
Saj, will you take up the offer? You no?
I'm with Big Steve. Bet £1,000.
Right. Okay. All right.
I don't understand. No, I'm so confused though. If you're so certain, do you know what I love? Do you know what I'm ecstatic for? By these 2 little W's that Chelsea have caught. All of a sudden, a team that would never speak down to Man City, all of a sudden have this aura of invincibility.
Listen, they were getting drilled off West Brom a few weeks ago, and then now all of a sudden
one defeat. That's the only defeat.
We have hold on, guys. We have acknowledged under Super Frankie, we weren't that team. There was, Lampard tax came into effect. You know what I mean? Most teams collected. They took their deductions. Arsenal took their deductions off the paychecks, smacked us 3-1. The worst ever Arsenal team. Everton smacked us. Wolves, everyone was just taking their tax in it. But now, Tommy T and his Showtime Blues have shown up.
Wow, we're giving them nicknames now, yeah?
Since Tommy T has shown up, when you compare Chelsea and Man City, we're literally about 4 points behind you lot since Tommy Tuchel has shown up in terms of the points total, innit?
Yeah.
Since Tommy T has shown up, I must say it right now. Chelsea's the best team in Europe. I'm sorry, I'll say it straight. I believe
team in Europe. You won't put your money where your mouth is.
Listen. I believe we'll beat Bayern.
You to put your jersey where your mouth is.
Listen. I believe if we met Bayern, we'll beat them. Barcelona, Juve, it doesn't matter who you put in front of us. They're all getting smacked. That's how much confidence I have.
What about West Brom?
West Brom was
red card tax. Red card.
There's a lot of tax going on here. What
happened with Leeds at home? What happened with Leeds?
Yeah, exactly the same thing. They played the same team that played you the other day. We got beat off Leeds. Exactly the same. Fullbacks, Mendy and all that. Same.
Told you that. Team in Europe.
By a 10-man, you got beat by a 10-man Leeds, by the way.
Exactly, yeah. Same thing. Play that team. Okay, it's nowhere. It's not even a shadow of the team. Play that team.
You ain't beat Leeds. You remember, you ain't beat Leeds this season. Just saying.
No, we haven't. But beginning of the season, we were 9 points off the top of the league, and look where we are now.
Fair enough. Beginning of the season, we were 10th. Beginning of the season, we were what 9th? I mean, not beginning, but mid-season, we were 9th, 10th place, and then we somehow got to 3rd place. We were somehow in the Champions League final and the FA Cup final, and suddenly things are looking a bit different. Still, I'm just saying.
Finals, you are yet to play. I don't understand it, bro.
Okay.
Man, the league to us is all gone, and pretty much a full conclusion at this point.
I applaud you for that.
Congratulations. Finals, you are yet to play. I'm so confused about
I'm just saying,
classic Chelsea mentality. Celebrate just because you're in there.
You're doing the same thing.
There's no way Man United.
Don't ever count out Chelsea, right? Because you guys are talking the same way Bayern Munich fans were talking in 2012. Confident as hell, better team. We're on smoke, can't be touched, rare tear, and then what happened? They lost. So
I'm pretty sure we're the same Man City team that was told we can't beat PSG. Yeah. And we duppied them twice.
We're the same team that had a poll on Sky Sports saying that our title was over, and then went and ripped it up.
You don't need to take Sky Sports serious, man. It's just
no. It was a poll by fans of your clubs that said Man City's title challenge was over. 95% said it was over. Look what happened.
Why is it by our fans? Do Arsenal and Liverpool?
Mate, I'm looking at your fans in these comments here, man. That's some fan base. That.
Do you remember that little Lampard run at the beginning of the season?
The little run.
That little run of like 10 to 18 games.
That run was amazing, bro.
Saj is out here trying to bring up Lampard like we ain't got other things to talk about today. Excuses. City, be humble when you lose. Both teams rest players. City rested 6 regulars too. Kovacic will destroy your press. That's another player that hasn't come into the fold.
Now, listen, this is what I'm saying, yeah? This is what I'm saying. There's a guy in there doesn't obviously get what's going on. What I'm saying is this, yeah? He had a choice, Pep, what to do, yeah? Does he, right, field the full team against you to get 3 points and win the league just to please the fans, but then give away his whole false 9 thing and then your team have played against the false 9 and then they know what to expect? Or does he try to get over the line, which he did? It backfired. Chelsea beat us. Well done. But it meant nothing. But now we're going into the Champions League final, yeah? You're coming up against our best 11 you haven't played yet. You're coming up against the false 9 that has won all them games, 23 on the bounce. You know what I mean? It's beat PSG. You're coming up against that, and you've not played it yet. So what I'm saying is, Pep Guardiola.
You haven't
That's
played
what I was
our
about
best
to say,
11 either.
Matisse.
Yeah, but your best 11 is not better than our best 11. Facts.
It's not about Big Steve. Big Steve. It's not about. It's not about who's
we will
better.
destroy you. Watch. We will destroy you in the final.
That's what Bayern Munich said to me as well.
It's not about.
No, forget Bayern Munich. It's different. That's not Man City. Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich, not Man City.
Which Bayern Munich team are you talking about?
It's not about who's better on paper. It's about who is the better team. Do you know what I mean? Listen,
hold on a minute.
I am talking about.
Who's better on paper?
Wait. Hold on.
These brothers have never been to a Champions League final before. You have your team have your club have no idea what it's like to step foot on that pitch and walk past that trophy. If you think it's just going to be a walk in the park, yeah, go and look at the history of the winners. They've always tasted defeat first.
How many champions are in R24 in our team versus your team? How many first-time debut man them in your team that have never touched a finals in their life, let alone a Champions League final?
Your whole
what final have you touched? What finals have your players touched?
Bruv, these are finals. These are big pressure games.
Yeah, but our players have touched the FA Cup final last season, and they won the FA Cup a couple seasons ago before that, and the Europa League finals. Those are finals, right? That's what you're talking about, right? Those are finals, right? Thiago Silva.
How about saying touch on final?
Kovacic won 3 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, 3 on the bounce.
So that's what we're going all the way. Okay, so we're going to prior. Okay, we're doing that now.
No, it's true, but that's what you're bringing up, right? That's what you're bringing up. You man are talking about, we didn't play our best team. You haven't played our best team yet.
You haven't seen our best team.
Consideration.
I see people talking about. I see people in the chat talking about Mahrez dancing. Listen, Mahrez can dance all he wants, bruv. You see when Rudiger catches those legs and sends him to the gulag, it will be
Rudiger.
crazy.
You think Rudiger?
Yes, Rudiger, bro. Rudiger.
Ever touch Mahrez,
bro? If you man don't know about Roadman Rudy, bro, you don't know about that one there, bro. Don't worry, you'll know soon, innit? You'll know soon.
Rudiger is too slow to ever touch Mahrez, please.
Too slow? Does this guy know what he's talking about?
That's
one of the fastest
like
players in the Premier League.
Trying to catch a Speedy Gonzalez. It's just not happening, B.
You're talking about one of the fastest players in the Prem. Do you know about Rudiger? Let me tell you. The other day against Real Madrid, my man was running. You know how I know my man is fast? When I see Rudiger, it reminded me of them roadmen that be running in Black Air Forces from the either they're running down running from the fence or they're running down up.
Real Madrid is a team of pensioners. Real Madrid, a team of pensioners.
Allow it, man. Allow it, bro. Allow it.
Oh my God.
You can't be bigging up Real Madrid, man. We smoked them last season as well. Home and away.
And we smoked them this season.
Yeah, very good. But we were apparently going to get done off Mbappe and Neymar and all them boys.
What happened to all of that?
Right.
You had these men playing. These men were so bad in the first half. PSG came into the second game playing feminine football, bruv. And I don't know. Let me not even do that. Negative football. Let me not do that. That's an offense to females. Sorry, my apologies, ladies. The most negative football, bruv, from the get-go. It was just like, let's do everything we can do to get as many cards for Man City players as possible. And it was an embarrassment, bruv. Just anger, pure anger. Once these men realized they couldn't do it, just they're walking around. And I don't understand. If Neymar is not going to pass, just play him as a striker. Because he doesn't pass. He doesn't like to pass in the final third, bruv. Just play him as a striker. They would have had a way better time.
Speaking of the females, big up the Chelsea women team, won the Super League. You know what I'm saying? That Aguero penalty don't happen in that game. Do you know what I'm saying? We got clinical strikers. These City fans
name 5 players that play for the Chelsea female team. Because I could name 10 that play for Man City girls.
They really don't have fans. They have overgassed glory hunters. I'm not even gonna let Steve stick it on you there, or will I? Steve, do you really want to stick it on him and go down history lane? Or not?
Wow, mate, these guys think talk to me about that. Listen, the one thing is, what I'm saying is, right, I'm here on a predominantly Chelsea channel, yeah, and I'm saying everything I've said for the last 9 months on the Big Six, yeah. I've said it. I've not changed my tune, and I'm not changing my tune. Fair play to Chelsea. They beat us in the FA Cup. Fair play to Chelsea. They beat us at weekend. But all I'm telling you is now, You do not know what is coming in the final. And when we, after it all, when I come back on here with a big shiny cup with the big ears and all the chat disappears and they all say, fucking hell, Big Steve was right. All I'm telling you is, I'm a Man City fan. I'm confident in my team. Trust me. You can clip me up all you want. I don't give a shit what anyone says, but we're going to beat you in the Champions League final. End of story.
All right.
And what happens if Chelsea win?
I'll come on here. If Chelsea win, I'll come on here. Yeah, I won't hide. I've never hid from any show. Even when I've been ill. I will come on here. Yeah, and I will let all the chat give it me, and I'll take it.
Yeah,
but
that
ain't going to happen.
You'll be here on your own. I'm pretty sure Sad will be feeling unwell.
I live in the real world though. I don't spit out nonsensical hypotheticals. And what happens if I went outside and got struck by lightning? Things could happen.
You know, if you're confident in your team, if you're confident in your team, if I was confident in my team and I came on here and I started saying, "Oh, it's this," I won't be true to myself. So you know me, Matisse. I will tell you how I think, and I think we're going to win it. I'm not confident. I think we're going to win it. So. What do you want me to do? I'm just being me. I've had a season ticket for 36 years, home, away, Europe, everywhere, and I'm just confident in my team. Can't wait.
Did you have this confidence? Just asking a quick question, yeah. Did you have this confidence against Lyon last season?
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know why? Do you know why? With Lyon last year. Do you know why? Because last season was different. It just didn't feel right. And when he did that team against Lyon and we got beat, that was it. But I've said on the Big Six this season.
I'm not talking about on the day. I'm talking about like the week before.
No.
So you had no confidence you could beat Lyon.
No confidence in it. The team was up and down, left, right. But what I've said is this season on the Big Six.
I'll be real with you.
There's no excuses. We've got no excuses.
You don't. It's true though. You don't have.
We've got no excuses. We've got the full team. No excuses. No injuries. No excuses. If we don't win this Champions League this year, it's down to the manager. End of story. That is what I've said. I've said it from day one.
Let me do it this way, Tees.
Yeah.
If Chelsea beat Man City in the Champions League final, I'll say it now. I will buy you and Monstar the latest Chelsea kit with the goal scorer on the back of the shirt.
All right. But make it, this season, not the new one. That's
no, the new one.
Yeah,
wait.
The new one's disgusting.
No, I want the new one, bro. Bun that. Bun that. I want the new one, G.
There we go. That's what I'm willing to do. I've noticed what happens if Man City wins. Ain't nothing. Let's play devil's advocate because it's only these bets are only one way. Please, what am I getting? What are we getting?
I guess I gotta get you a City shirt. Perfect.
You'll pay.
Monstar, be quiet, bro.
You'll pay. But can we talk about Chelsea's? Can we talk about Chelsea's second leg against Real Madrid, please?
What about it,
bro? Tell me what you thought. I watched the game.
And them man got a spanking as they deserved. Do you know what I mean? They got the spanking they deserved. I'm tired of people not putting respect on this team's name. And everyone thought, I get it. I do get it that yes, Real Madrid are the experienced side. They've got winners in that team that can take them anywhere at any time. And that's true. When you got them kind of winners in your team, they could always do something for you at any point in the season, innit? But Chelsea's just a different animal now. They're not the same team they were under Frank Lampard. They got a better manager. Like when people are saying to me, Chelsea are overachieving, I said, no, they're not overachieving. Neither are they underachieving. They are achieving. They were underachieving under Frank Lampard. And they're now achieving. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Do you get what I mean? They have the squad for it. These guys are good enough. So it didn't surprise me the way we beat Real Madrid and we dominated them. It's just as simple as that.
City boys, the best team don't always win the Champions League. Playing your full strength doesn't mean you will wipe the floor. Worst team have won the cup. That is true. That is 100% true as well. Okay. This guy's on it here. Crufix is just drawing for everybody today in the chat in terms of these super chats. I can see him. These motherfuckers lost to against 10-man Leeds. Yeah, we covered that bit as well. But like I said they played the same team. I didn't go back and look at the team, but yeah, they said played the same team. So there's a reason there. I understand Steve's confident. I respect that, but final is totally 50-50. when we won the Champions League in 2012, Barca and Bayern squad was miles clear of Chelsea. And can I say, by the way, can I just add, the Bayern and Barca squad were way better than this City team. That for me,
that Barca squad's literally one of the greatest ever squads ever.
Yeah.
Like
What year
Messi scored 70. How many goals did he score that season? Something just disgusting. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. We put up unbelievable numbers. I think he broke Gerd Muller's record that year. Crazy. They were on the form of their life until they met Chelsea, and we put the dagger in them. And then Bayern Munich as well. They were better than us at the time as well. Forget about, yes, we did have legends that carried us to that trophy. But if you're looking at the season overall, they said it's 91 in the year. 91 goals Messi had that year. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
That's not normal.
It's not.
I don't think we'll ever see that ever again, probably.
But that season, those two teams were better than Chelsea's, and somehow, someway, Chelsea shithoused their way to a Champions League title.
Yeah, that's my main point from this is that better teams.
And Pep was manager, by the way.
Have lost, yeah, and Pep was manager as well. Man City fans can use every player they have against us. A team, B team, C team. Tuchel is going to school Pep the third time. Watch the game.
They love the glory hunter thing, don't they, bruv? Oh, they do. Man City. They love the glory. What's the glory hunter? Is he a real fan? Oh, they love it, bruv. They love it.
Dunking on your head, Steve. I'm not gonna lie to you, Hajir. Tammy's not playing the Champions League final, bro.
Big up Hajir, man.
Yeah, big up Hajir. Big up to everybody sending super chats. Really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to get through all of them. I want to go through the incidents in the game, right? Because Sterling, you say Sterling should have won a penalty against Zuma. Was it Zuma that kind of knocked his? Zuma. Now, it's partly Sterling shaking his bum in Zuma's knee or knee. I don't know. But
it was weird. It was weird.
Yeah, but I think it was a 50-50. But what I want to talk about is Sterling's tackle on Werner as well. Surely you guys are going to admit to me that he should have been sent off for that. Surely.
How was that penalty a 50-50? I've not seen one person who said that's a 50-50. Every single person I spoke to said it was a pen.
No,
I think, you know what it is,
I think Sterling were backed up into
a lot of people were saying, the thing is, and I myself, I can't.
How can you back up into him when you're running in a straight line forward?
Wait, Steve. I think the first one wasn't a pen. I think that was soft. I think the second one was, though.
The first one was soft. Yeah, the first one was soft, but the second one was just like, wow.
I think that's what might have influenced the referee's decision. He's thought, all right, cool. Maybe the first one wasn't, so I'm not necessarily going to give this one. But you know how terrible of a referee Anthony Taylor is. Like, he's a bad referee. So I'm
United fan as well.
Yeah, another Howard Webb
who claims he supports Altrincham. Load of shit.
He had
Howard Webb.
He had a shocking day. To be honest, he's just super inconsistent with his decision making. So the first one that Aguero got, we're calling that soft, and that probably influeed his decision making on the other one. The Sterling tackle on Werner, definitely for me, the studs were up.
That was a bad tackle.
Sterling had a weird game in it, bro.
Yeah, it was just a very, very strange game for him.
Yeah, he hasn't played football in a while, man. He had a very weird game, bro.
So I have to ask them, what did you? Because obviously Aguero's performance wasn't great, and
it's not been great all season.
It's not, bro.
Did you guys at one point ever want him involved in the Champions League final for the?
No, I wanted him involved in. Not in the final. No, I wanted him in to play against PSG in the second leg, 100%.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
But he doesn't
look good.
Okay-ish. I was gonna say good. He looks a step slow, man. And I don't know if that's just he's got 100 different reasons to be thinking otherwise. But even with the goal that Sterling scored, he was arguing for a hot sick after it went in, and I was like, and then and at first I was like, why did Sterling do that? Aguero's going to score, and I looked.
He wasn't going to score. He wasn't going to score, man.
Yeah, I look back on that replay. Aguero was going to miss.
Yeah,
he was going to take another touch.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And the thing is with Serge, is this season he's realised. We all realised he's not good enough. If you're asking from a Roy of the Rovers kind of point of view, would you want Aguero to play in the Champions League final, score the winner, and walk off into the distance? That's perfect, but that's not reality. At the end of the day, we've played this season with no striker on a false nine, and we're relying on us pressing really hard at the top of the pitch. Yeah, you look at the pressing Kevin De Bruyne is doing at the top of that team. Yeah, Sergio Aguero can't do that. He couldn't even run 10 yards that weekend. If you get him the ball to his actual feet and he can take a touch like at Palace, he will score. But the guy's finished now. And he is, and Sergio Aguero's my greatest ever player for Man City, and I love him and never call him. But I'm talking what I see with my own eyes. and it would be a liability to play Sergio Aguero in them games. If we get the league wrapped up this week, if United lose, and we've got a few league games coming up, out of sentiment, let him play. But when it comes to the big one, he should be nowhere near it. And I think in deep down, he'll know that himself. And then any honest City fan who's watched him this season will know that it's the time for him to go, man. He's not the guy he was.
Yeah.
Something happened on the weekend, and I've never done this. There's a couple players, where I just will not critique no matter what. I will not critique Joe Hart. I would just won't do it. I refuse to do it. I will not critique Vincent Kompany, and I will not critique Aguero.
Great defender, by the way.
I almost said this weekend, Aguero sucks. And I caught myself. I was like, this guy sucks. And I stopped. And I was like, and I've never done that before. He was, bruv, and I didn't understand until the second game of the Champions League against PSG, because when Kevin De Bruyne was doing the false nine thing, he was awful in the first game. That second one against PSG, I was like, my Lord. I didn't know Kevin De Bruyne could run so much. And he just kept running, and he just kept running. He kept getting the ball and then the distribution. And I was like, Aguero's not going to play for the rest of the season. I was just like, not in the games that matter anyway. I was just like, no. And then
he can play in the remaining Premier League games, isn't
yeah, probably.
Yeah, he will do. He will do in them games, but he's not going to play in the Champions League.
That Panenka
disrespectful.
It was
disrespectful, I think. Don't you think?
How dare he? Like the audacity to try and do that to Mendy. Like Mendy don't
to win the league.
That.
You need to win the game to win the league, and he goes and does that. Disrespectful. And he did apologise to Mendy. He said off camera that he went up to Mendy after it and apologised. Well, you should do, because if I'm a centre half, I'm breaking your legs next tackle for that. Taking the piss out of my team.
Rudiger, don't worry, Rudiger might be on it next time, bro.
Telling you, I'm going right through it.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, from him, decision making wise, it just didn't make any sense, because it's not like you had the game. If you was like 3-0 up, then cool, I understand taking the piss. But you was 1-0 up, and let's be honest, 2-0, you probably win the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Chelsea don't score
just blast it, innit?
I'm talking
about
what it is. Momentum wise,
You know what it is. You know what it is. It just depends. If you do it, you've got to be able to do it. Do you know what I mean? You remember Zidane in 2006 against Portugal, in the World Cup semi-final? Right, he did the same thing. Like when it mattered most, Zidane.
No, but the reason that
out off if you do it.
The reason that was so weird though is because this is Aguero. When I saw Aguero walk up with that pen, I was like, "Go!" And I was like, it showed me, bruv. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with him, man. Because Aguero, I know, he would have slapped that left or right top corner and moved on with his day, bro. I was like, what's happening?
You have a very bad penalty taking record over the last 2 seasons. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but you just
gone to shit, man.
You missed
someone in the chat there. Someone in the chat. Steve is from Burnley. I'm not from Burnley. Stop listening to Saeed. Come on, man.
It doesn't sound like
Saeed said I was from Stockport. I'm not from Stockport. He said I'm from Burnley. I'm not from Burnley. People believe what everyone believes, man. It's madness on here.
Anton says, Sajo, you're a real City fan or a glory hunter. Well, how
they
do you
always
think you
do this.
that?
I refuse to comment, bruv. Take it for what it is, bruv. I'll give my backstory again someday.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're not gonna be able to convince them at this point. The only one time City threatened was when they went long. Zuma was asleep and made those balls look scary. That doesn't happen with Thiago in the team. That's
somebody saying breaking
news.
The game's going to be played at Wembley. I don't know if that's a lie.
Well, we'll wait on that one.
I haven't seen that confirmed.
Yeah,
I think they're meant to be having a meeting tomorrow. I think so. That decision, there's no way that decision can be made.
Okay, someone's coming.
It might be. Hold on. No, you lot continue. Let me see. That's they're talking about it.
My main thing as well with that, we're going to move on to the PSG game. Do you guys think Mbappe would have made a difference? Because he I know the first game, it wasn't great from him, but Icardi was absolute, because this game feels like a while ago. Icardi was bad. Icardi was absolutely awful.
Do you know what? Yeah.
I was fuming.
I was on the Don Robbie channel, with a Paris Saint-Germain fan. And before it, he said to me, "Who do you reckon, Keane or Icardi?" And I'm thinking, I hope they play Moise Keane, because for me, I don't rate Moise Keane. But Icardi, he's got them goals. Icardi, the Paris Saint-Germain fan turned around to me about 30, 40 minutes in, and he went, "I forgot he was playing. I don't think he's had a touch." And that's how bad he was. He was absolutely awful. And another one who was awful as well, Herrera.
Yeah.
Whatever Alex Ferguson said in that team hotel, play Herrera or whatever, he stitched them right up because that Herrera was garbage, man.
Shocking. I honestly
just
was,
wound
I
them
was
up
losing
as well.
with Icardi. Icardi, it was like they was playing with 10 men. And there was just no movement up front. Literally nothing. He is the definition of a penalty box striker, and nothing gives you nothing outside the box. No movement, no running in, no, not even hold up play. Just didn't bring anything. It was nuts.
His decline has been kind of mad, to be fair. Because when he was out there in Serie A, bro, he was one of the best strikers in the league. And he's just gone to PSG, and it's just. And when I saw that game, when I remember that he was playing, because there was spurts where I did forget, and I was like, if Cheapo Moting was still at PSG, yeah, I bet you any money he would have started. He would have started over Icardi.
Yeah,
bro, that game was so.
The thing is with our Paris team, yeah, they when they've got the ball and they're playing with confidence, like you say, they're great to watch, and they can destroy anyone on the day, yeah. But what happened was the first leg, the end of the first leg, when it didn't go their way and they started getting petulant and Neymar was diving and everyone was trying to get sent off and Idrissa Gueye did that tackle and that's when I think City thought, you know what, we wind these up here, we'll do them. And the second leg, Fernandinho was put in that middle with a big spoon and told to steer it. He got away with about 8 yellow cards, wound them all up to death. Their heads came off the game, and then that was Paris Saint-Germain finished them. Yeah, and that's their big flaw, Neymar and Paris Saint-Germain. If you wind them up, usually it's European teams wind the English teams up, but now the English teams are getting a little bit clever now and they're starting to give it them back.
It's true. It's very true.
I'm gonna go one further than that.
Well, they love to dive and all that. Yeah, they used to cause problems that way. Sorry, Saj.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go one further step with PSG. Yeah, PSG are a team, bruv. I could not believe how they started that second leg. It was woeful. They're a team of such melodramatics. It's hilarious. And Neymar signing a new contract can't be good for Poch, because Neymar doesn't seem like the kind of player, star player even, that Pochettino's ever going to want at his club.
No, I don't know if you guys heard Frank Leboeuf talking about Thomas Tuchel's time at PSG.
Yeah, I did. ESPN.
And he was saying how players just didn't want to listen to his instructions, how a lot of them didn't want to come back and defend, hence why he had to supplement by playing 3 DMs in midfield, because none of the attacking players would come back and defend at times. There were just too many big characters and he couldn't handle them. You remember the incident with when Cavani wanted to take a penalty and Dani Alves ripped the ball off him to give it to, I think it was Neymar, or who did he give the ball to?
Yeah, Neymar,
take the penalty. Like, just so many issues. And he was saying how Thomas Tuchel's now happy with Chelsea because they're a younger team who listen. You can tell at PSG, you don't, as a manager, you might have all the stars, but you don't even, sometimes you don't even want to have
them, man.
Yeah, with that Tuchel there, what Tuchel's done at Chelsea, you can see the young players are just, sometimes when a manager comes in, he just gives a breath of fresh air. But we seen it when Pep came in, his training and that just looked mint. When you looked at it and all the players had a smile on the face. I've seen Tuchel doing that and the younger players are buying into it. And I think a lot of the defenders, one thing with Chelsea, when they haven't got the ball, they're you get the setup great. You can see the 2 banks and they stop you playing. The only bit of success we had in that game yesterday was when we pressed you high up the pitch. We kept you up there a little bit. And so when I'm thinking about City with De Bruyne, if we can do that perfectly, I think that's good. But when you get that long ball over the top of Mendy and Cancelo, you're in with the pace. But that's just why I'm saying in the final, I think what PSG tried to do was something similar, tried to get in behind us, but with Kyle Walker, because of his pace, if you tell him to just hang fire, don't go overlapping Mahrez, because the times we get caught this season is when Walker goes round Mahrez loses the ball, and we're just dead then. And I think in the final, that is what we need to do. We need to press high from the top with De Bruyne, and we need to make sure Zinchenko and Walker do not go too far forward, otherwise Werner and Havertz or Pulisic, whoever, will be in round the back.
Zinchenko will start?
Yeah, I'd start Zinchenko 100%. Zinchenkow's a bit of a liability, man. He's a bit of a liability. He's had a good season.
Zinchenko starting. That's food right there.
Yeah, no, man. Listen, Neymar.
I don't know, man. Because he can be really, really good or kind of. Okay, it really depends on the day, man.
Yeah, he can be, but the thing is with him, I don't think he's as gung-ho. Our biggest downfall is when we go gung-ho. We did it all last season. We thought we were better than everyone else, and we just tried to blow everyone away, got caught on a counter. This season, it's not been as bad. We haven't done it. And I just think in this final, with that team against Paris Saint-Germain, and the way he sets it up, we're not as susceptible to that counter with Walcott and Zinchenko playing.
It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. I think PSG, when I saw Icardi playing, I thought they just handed it away. I thought Mbappe would have at least provided some sort of threat. But
someone mentioned there in the comments, N'Golo. Yeah, I am worried about N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante, for me, is fucking unbelievable, man. He's unbelievable. I've always rated him. I look at the guy, just looks like a top dude. He's no airs and graces. The guy gets about the pitch like no one I've ever seen. He's tiny, and you think, what? He's knocking players all over the pitch. I'm thinking if we put Fernandinho in there with him, Fernandinho's going to get knocked around a little bit. It's going to end up getting sent off.
In the Real Madrid second leg, he did a madness, bruv.
Yeah.
Bruv, if you know, I'm just...
But no one talks... The reason why no one talks about Mason Mount dipping into the midfield to help out.
Into the midfield free, yeah. So that's where we matched them. That's where we matched them. 3 for 3.
That's where we match you.
Yeah,
that's exactly where we match you right there.
Reece James yesterday was the one. He just destroyed us down that flank. But Mendy, man, Mendy's days are over for us, man. He's had 2 cruciate knee operations, both knees. He's not the player he was. Time to
doesn't
go
get back.
To
doesn't get back.
Would you sell him? You would sell
him?
100%.
He doesn't get back, bro.
You're definitely
he can't do it, man. You see him in the first half
as well.
He's great when he's up there. When he's up there,
he's not the Mendy of Monaco. I was in Monaco when they destroyed us in the Champions League, and he ripped us apart. So when we're going to sign him, I thought, we're getting the best left back around. But he's not that guy, man.
He just
had
the first season was quite good for Man City, but obviously the injuries, just horrible injuries, isn't it?
Killed him.
I love how he's always just claimed trophy after trophy after trophy without doing anything. Like
that celebration that he did for the World Cup.
Man was dancing like. I was thinking, bruv, you didn't do shit. What are you dancing for, bro? Jesus, doing a John Terry out here, bro.
If we're getting a problem, when Zinchenko, 1.7 million, who never had a club, he was playing street football in Shakhtar because the stadium was bombed. When he's playing at left back ahead of you, you know something's wrong, man.
Zinchenko's sus though. Zinchenko's
he's weird, isn't it?
He was a midfielder, wasn't he? You know what I mean? He went to PSV Eindhoven on loan. They sent him back. He wasn't good enough. But fair play to him.
Yeah,
he stuck at
it. So you don't think Cancelo will start? You think it'll be Walker and Zinchenko? Because Zinchenko, right? A lot of Chelsea's joy does come down that right-hand side. If you've got, this is so true. If you've got Mason Mount in that right channel, if you've got Reece James potentially in that right channel as well, we can cause havoc over there. So do you think Zinchenko's got it in him?
I just think with Zinchenko, listen, if you're asking me probably 8-9 months ago, I'm saying Zinchenko is going to get roasted and all City fans will be the same. But what he's done is, ever since he got them fake teeth from Turkey, man, he's just turned into some crazy guy, man. And then all of a sudden now, he's just like...
He was good in the second leg.
He's just, listen, with him, I honestly think, Ruben Diaz has added a lot to the whole defence. I think he's made John Stones a better player, and I think he's made Zinchenko a better player, because I've seen Diaz pull Zinchenko. When Zinchenko's gone on a mad one, I've seen Diaz scream into him and go, get back in, and he's got back in. So when you've got someone like that there who's talking all the game, it can help you out. When you've got someone there like we've had Otamendi and all them over the years that mad who don't give a shit, Zinchenko's just doing what he wants, man.
No, I
always thought Angelino was good.
Angelino's at
Leipzig. He signed full time. I always thought he was good, man. I don't think
you come out with Pep Angelino because
we didn't give him a chance. Yeah, he's good, man. I thought we were going to bring him back, but
Hey, Money Mace is going to give what's his name some real
Zinchenko some smoke. I have to give a special shout to Diaz. Oh, really? I have to give a special shout to Diaz. I think Diaz. For me, I mean, I voted. I was saying to Sajja, I voted for the football of the year there, and I gave it to Diaz. I had to give it to Diaz.
He's been unbelievable.
I think he's been absolutely unbelievable. Like he's completely transformed your defense. I think probably Pep has tinkered with it as well, and make sure that you're not as suspect to the counter and whatnot. And he's probably made some finite changes. But I think Diaz has really come in there, and he's not only been brilliant, but he's made the defenders around him so much better. He's made.
I compare it to like when Liverpool got VVD.
Yeah,
VVD,
it's the equivalent. It really is. Yeah, it's the equivalent. And he's only 23, is he?
Yeah. The thing is with him as well, he came from Portugal. Obviously, people knew he was an half-decent player. And you look at defenders, and a lot of them, obviously, you got your Portuguese guys like Carvalho and all that came in and were great. City fans were just like, listen, we've been linked with Koulibaly all summer. And all of a sudden, whether that's, you know,
Kundo from Seville.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, boom, Diaz. But
our third choice. I was like,
Matisse knows. I know somebody at City that is on the staff, and he said to me, from the first week the guy walked in the door, he put a marker down. He was telling everyone what to do. He was taking no shit off no one. He was making sure he was ahead of the running. He just wanted. He said the guy just wants to play football and be a winner, and that's what you want. Because Vincent Kompany leaving us the other year left a massive gap in our whole club, not just in the team, in the whole club, man.
I think Kompany's so disrespected. Like we always mention Ferdinand's, Terry's, and all these guys.
Never mention Kompany. Yes,
they never mention Kompany and how great he was.
We lost a lot of leaders though in like a very quick concession.
Kompany's the ultimate. Kompany's the ultimate leader.
A lot of people.
He's the ultimate leader. Like he's been City. Remember when he used to play in midfield as well? He was great.
Yeah.
Vincent
Kompany though as well. With Vincent as well. One thing, if we ever got beat Man City in finals and all that, the way he spoke after them all, he was an ultimate professional. He would always be honest and open. But my mate said they missed him around the place. Even the just the presence of him walking down through the canteen, letting on to the young players, stood there watching training, things like that. All that went with Kompany, and they said the place was flat, man. But now they've got that bit of a buzz again, and that.
Yeah. A super chat here from Angel, much appreciated, bro. Says, first time I saw him in FIFA 16, Zinchenko was a cam. When did he turn into a defender?
I didn't know that.
It's a lot of.
Yeah, it was. He was midfield.
Yeah. He was a same with.
He plays midfield. He plays in midfield for Ukraine. Centre mid. For Ukraine.
I would. Because technically, he's very good. Do you know Pep likes to use these? He did Delph. Delph is the same thing. This is why Mendy didn't make too much sense, because Delph. I mean, obviously, when you had Leroy Sané, a left footer, Delph would cut in a bit more and tuck himself in. You know, Zinchenko can tuck himself in. He likes those fullbacks that can play in midfield. Obviously, he had Philip Lahm. I think he had Kimmich when he was there.
No, I think he had Jordi Alba, Dani Alves. Don't forget Dani Alves.
Dani Alves, yeah. He likes these fullbacks that can tuck into midfield. And so you can push the midfielders in the half spaces, but Mendy just can't. You don't want Mendy anywhere near midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the one guy that you really don't want in any tight spaces.
There's
one player.
Go on, Big Steve.
Sorry, there's one player who I thought Pep would turn into a left back, and that's Laporte. I thought with Diaz coming in and being so good with Stones, I thought if he can turn Laporte into a left back, and you've got a back four of Laporte, Diaz, Stones, and Walker, it's a good. But I don't think Laporte can do that job. I don't think he's as mobile.
You have the legs.
I don't think he does.
His industry is nuts, bro.
He can pass, and he's clever, articulate. He's great. You want him at the back for corners and things like that. But I don't think as a left back, I just don't think he's as mobile.
Yeah. Crewfix here. Sorry, bro. Put everything that you said just in one normal chat so I can read it all out. I'm pretty sure it was slander. So.
Yo, what is with the slander, bro?
Crewfix is on fire today. He's
and why do they spell City like that? Why can't they say spell City properly? They know how to spell City.
Spell it, bro. City.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. I mean, and then obviously the other Champions League game was Chelsea Real Madrid, and listen, I've spoken about that a lot on this channel, but I just felt one thing I'm seeing from Chelsea, and this is why I think Man City with their goal scoring, I wouldn't say massive issues, but you don't put teams to the sword as much as you did back in the Centurions or whatnot. Yeah, because you don't have the forwards. And my thing is that Chelsea have learned to be very they've got good game management when they're in tight games, because we can't put teams to the sword either. So that Real Madrid game is a great example of.
But Mars has stepped up though, man. Like
do you think
in
Morris,
way,
do you think Morris is going to
bruv.
be your goal
When we signed him, I was like, this is a lot of money for a backup winger, bruv. I was like, I never thought Morris would be a star. I'll be real with you. I never saw that happening. And in the Champions League games, I was like, bruv.
Don't worry, bro. You know, we got Money Mace. He's got the minerals. You know what I mean?
Money
Shout
Mace.
out Johnny. Money Mace. Don't
Bruv.
even try to disrespect Money Mace, bro. He's got
When
the
He
minerals.
Timo
already
Werner
done
can
that
be
before,
on
and
side,
I've tried
we
to-
can talk, have conversations. Timo Werner could have scored 3 goals if he just knew how to be on side, bro.
Yesterday that were offside. Timo Werner, right, was living offside. It was ridiculous. It's and I don't understand. I don't know about you, Monstar, but it frustrates me because I don't understand his need to be offside when he's so quick. He scored. He rounded the goalkeeper offside again. So many other moments offside. Obviously, the Hudson-Odoi goal offside as well. Talk to me about Timo Werner, man, because this guy, when he's in the team, we create so many opportunities because of his runs, and he drags defenders out of position and he creates space for others. But it's just the offsides. Why?
Bro, Timo Werner, when he's offside, he turns into prime R9, innit? Do you know what I mean? But then when he's onside, he's Timo Werner. Simple as that. I don't get it. Like it's weird. Like the first goal that was offside, the finish, the touch in that finish, I was like, what? This guy has that in his locker. Do you get what I mean? He's a very frustrating player. He's a very, very frustrating player. He's just inconsistent. Even there was a time where he went 1-on-1. I think who was it against? Diaz? Was it against Diaz or he went 1-on-1? And he just looked. Oh man, he looked terrible. I can't lie. I don't know. He just frustrates me. That's all I can say. But we might play Havertz, and we have Havertz against them. Them 1-on-1's going to be a completely different story, bro. Do you know what I mean? Then it will be a problem for them. But we'll see.
I think Werner. I think Werner will be all right. I think this season if he wasn't getting into goal scoring opportunities and he wasn't there to miss them, I'd be worried. I think he's a young lad. He's in the Premier League. Not everybody adapts straight away. And I just think he's had a change of manager. You never know what Lampard was telling him when he signed him. You never know now what Tuchel's been telling him. But I just think Werner next season might surprise a lot of people, mate.
Yeah.
Do you think it was
Man,
a
he might
Lampard?
surprise you in the final, bro?
I hope not. I see that.
What was you going to say there, Saj?
Do you think when it comes to this Chelsea team, not really like in the first part of the season compared to the second part of the season, not realizing the potential, do you think it was down to more of a lack of management on Lampard's side, or do you think it's just Tuchel coming in and galvanizing the squad in a different manner?
It's both. It's both. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I think with that? Yeah, I think a lot of the younger players respected Lampard, and he gave him a chance, and I think they wanted to play for him. But I think a lot of the older players, somewhere down the line, were not feeling things with him. I think they were looking at him as if to say he's not as experienced enough to deal with us. And I think what's happened then when you've sacked him, because obviously he wasn't performing, you brought Tuchel coming in. I think the young ones have gone, wow, this guy's training, his methods, it's deep. This is what we like. And I think the older players have gone, boom, finally, we've got a manager here. This is how we set up. This is how we're going to do it. And I just think all the pieces of the jigsaw were scattered everywhere. But when Tuchel turned up, he just pushed it and connected all the pieces. And that's what I think is happening now.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. You're spot on. Because go on.
Go on, Matisse.
Yeah, I'm just saying the reports that came out afterwards, the squad did get a bit split between senior figures and youth figures. And obviously the youth are always going to, ride or die for him because he's in the team, like you said. But the seniors, I keep saying this, right? Management is the most underestimated part of a team. The manager should be the most important person in your squad. Tuchel is the signing of the season for Chelsea. That's how it should be. Do you know what I'm saying? The manager at Pep to Klopp.
The guy's a great manager, man. The guy, I said it on the Big Six, when I said it, Matisse, didn't I? That the guy comes across well. You can see he's been to that Paris Saint-Germain and team. It's full of egos. I don't think that was his cup of tea. I think if you throw him in a mix like that, he's not going to get it right. Chelsea was probably a gamble. It was probably a gamble for Roman to bring him in. But what a gamble, you know what I mean?
I think at PSG he did get it right because he still took them to the final of the Champions League.
But he was fighting against the squad, man.
Huh?
I think the players have too much power there.
Yeah,
they're on the phone to
do.
that chairman.
Yeah.
As soon as that Neymar gets his nose pushed out, they're on the phone to the chairman.
And you
There's
can
a lot
see
of
it.
backstabbing
You can
going
see
on
it all the
there, man.
time. Where I'm talking even just the smallest things from Mbappe wanting to play more, but Tuchel thinking, "Right, we got a game next week. That's more matter." Come off in the 70th minute. Mbappe throwing water bottles. I'm like, and I feel like Tuchel had to take all of that to then really appreciate this Chelsea team.
Yeah,
I know that
you
sounds
what?
nuts.
Said it a lot. He does love this team that he's working with right
Kudos
now.
to Tuchel as well for not even saying nothing. Do you know what I
He
mean?
didn't.
He
He kept
just
quiet,
kept quiet the whole time. He's not said
Yeah.
anything bad about Leonardo or the players. He just literally kept shut. It's journalists that are coming out and letting us know of the situation. But it probably was a mess over there. And I kind of do feel sorry for Pochettino, who's over there right now. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah,
Sage is right. Maybe they should have sold. Maybe they should have
sold, bruv. Sold them, man.
Individualism in football is dying, in my opinion. I think the game is more of a team game. You see, even Man City when De Bruyne was out, and they still went on to win the title because their system was superior to the individuals within it. Yes, we know De Bruyne's world class. Yes, we know.
We had to tinker that though.
Kante,
Let's not pretend like Aguero just dropped out and we were still stunning the whole way through.
No, but he tweaked it and he got there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Kante's world class, but if you play Kovac and Georgie in this system, we've got wins under our belt. When the manager and his system is superior to everybody in the team, that's when not only do you get respect, but you become unreplaceable. And you look at Man City, they would never sack Pep at the moment. They wouldn't, because they know he is the key ingredient to your team ticking. Same with Liverpool.
Talking to the point even
where
Pep leaves and certain men that weren't trying to sign new contracts might not. It's that real. Yeah.
Zabaleta, Ivanovic were the best right backs in the Premier League for 4 or 5 years. This super chat here. Yeah, I think Zabaleta is a very underrated player.
Slept on.
Very slept on.
Yeah. Both of them ran that right back position for years.
I agree. Yeah.
Is Zabaleta still kicking ball?
No,
I have no idea.
No,
he was at West Ham, but then he
was at one point. Yeah.
Werner is Zabaleta. Quick one on Zab.
Yeah.
When he come to Manchester, man, he was no airs and graces. He wasn't really a great player. He was playing in midfield sometimes, and then he just learned English, learned about the club, he just got it. You know what I mean? And it's like an underdog story with Zabaleta with Man City. He just became one of us, and we knew he wasn't the greatest ability wise, but he worked to get there. And that's it, man. And then players like that, Zabaleta, big players, man. That me and Ivanovic the same. Look, Ivanovic. When I seen him the other week playing for West Brom, and that, it looked a bit like, come on, man, you need to stop it now. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. Yeah, and same Zabaleta, I think, just knew at West Ham that that was enough and just got off.
It reminds me of when Rio Ferdinand went to QPR. There was just no need. just retire. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is a bit with Aguero with us now. Another season with Aguero with us would have tainted him.
But it's the money, bruv. With the Aguero re-signing, it's the money. One, Aguero's not going to be a second fickle player. It's just not going to happen. His mindset is, I'm a star, and that's cool. Secondly, when the money Aguero is going to want to re-sign, he's not going to take half the money. It's just not. It's just not going to happen.
Listen, there's not many Thiago Silvas out there. You know what I mean? Thiago Silva came, took less than half his wages.
Monstar, does he not look so young in the face? That brother looks like he's 25.
Yeah, bro.
You know how them Brazilians are.
Yeah, respect the man them from Brazil, bro. Those are my brothers right there.
You might get their sun in their face, man. That'll be good. It's just not going to happen, man.
Oh, the super chat here says Werner is caught offside because he lacks confidence and he wants to cheat to get that extra inches on the defenders. Basically, he wants easier tap-ins. Listen, I'm a firm believer that he's... Huh?
Oh, no.
I'm a firm believer he's got so much pace that he does not... He needs to arc his runs a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Like, Azpilicueta was doing it against Real Madrid in the first leg. Just arc your runs, fam. Just even if you have to run backwards and just run and do it like that. Because for me, I think he's got enough pace to gain the ground and then move forward. Two more things I want to touch on before we go is the Champions League final and where it's being held. I mean, everybody's saying that it's at Wembley. I don't know if that's confirmed. I didn't.
It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed.
Not confirmed, but maybe rumors, right? If it is in Istanbul, do you guys care if it's in Istanbul? Because obviously the fans can't get there.
I was going to book my flight to Istanbul last week. Listen, I've got a bit of a loophole. Obviously, I've got an interest in a clothing brand, and one of the factories is in Istanbul, so I can get paperwork, go to Istanbul on business, and get around it that way. But I don't think it's safe. listen, City was supposed to play in Germany, Mönchengladbach, and they changed the game to Budapest because the infection rate in Germany was high. Well, the infection rate in Turkey right now is about 6 times as high as it was in Germany. So if UEFA are going to change it for Mönchengladbach, then they've got to change it. And at the end of the day, it's all right, UEFA harping on the other week about the Super League is all about the fans and how are you going to disrespect the fans. Well, I'm telling you now, you're disrespecting the fans big time. If 2 English sides, if they're talking about Portugal, I've heard today as well. I can get Portugal. We can fly there. It's green zone and all that. But I know Istanbul have probably spent a lot of money and I know the marketing and the stadium and all that. But put it back a year. Everyone who's been promised a Champions League final, drop it back a year. It's mad circumstances. Think of the fans first. Let's get it at Wembley. You know what I mean? And let's enjoy it without having to go and kill yourself or bring the COVID back into where we don't want it to be. That's my opinion. I think they'll change it, to be honest.
Conspiracy theory for a minute, yeah. I always think, when teams have to go to these weird places to play finals, I'm like, what dodgy dealings has UEFA done with this country now, bro? That's the only way. Why Istanbul? Like, how did that even come up?
Well, listen, Turkish football's big. I don't have a problem with it being in Istanbul if it's a normal circumstances, because Turkish football's big. They got a football culture over there. We've seen Fenerbahce and Galatasaray fans. I don't mind that. But when it was in Azerbaijan, in Baku, for the Europa League final, that's when I know some under the table nonsense is going on, because you can't tell me that Azerbaijan is full of football culture and history and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with that. So Istanbul, like, it's a little bit off the map, but I don't mind that. If the country itself is big into football and you can see that, it's not a problem. It's a European competition. You got.
Oh, okay, miss me. Don't hit me with that bullshit. Let me not swear. Why the hell are we going to have to watch a World Cup in Qatar? Don't talk.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean? That don't make any sense.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't. Also, no one spoke
every
about
country. I feel like every country within the FIFA umbrella deserves to get a chance to host the World Cup. So I'm not necessarily mad at Qatar.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about the human rights thing, that is, you can.
I'm not talking about the human rights thing. I'm talking about in the daytime when it can reach like high 50s, low 60s, and players have to stop for breaks. And
every country under FIFA deserves to get a chance to host the World Cup, man. Like, there were a lot of people mad about South Africa when they were hosting the World Cup. But come on, like, for the first time, Africa gets to host the World Cup, and people want to take that away. I just think it's not fair that the same few regions get to host it every year. Give it to someone else at some point, man. Do you know what I mean?
So you're right with Qatar holding it then, Monstar?
Yeah, like let someone else host it for once, man. Let someone else host the World Cup for once. It's only fair.
Yeah, it's a World Cup and it's for the world, isn't it? It's not just for us. You know what I mean?
No, I understand that as far as you're going there, but what I'm saying is like
definitely bent. Definitely bent.
But I'm saying is like the actual where you have to play is not inhabitable to play proper football.
For player welfare, I don't know how that's going to work.
You can find a time. You can find you see how South Africa they did theirs. I think it was they did theirs at a certain period in time. Do the same thing for Qatar, innit? You know what I mean? It's just let it be fair, man. I want to see the World Cup hosted in as many countries as possible in my lifetime.
Yeah, but you say that, but then even when it comes to the World Cup bids, I don't know how we got here, but screw it. When we got to the World Cup bids, it's a wine and dine session. That's what it is.
I know. But
literally, that's all it is.
I can't speak on that because I don't know what exactly goes on.
You can get your way for the biggest present. Hush, hush. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not like they go pick. It's not like they have every country in a hat and they're like Angola. No,
but that's the way it should be, though.
Yeah,
but also, remember, USA wanted which one did the USA want? Was it the Russian World Cup or was it this one? Why are they going to be? Why should they host when they hosted it in? When did they host it?
94.
They hosted it not long ago. Yeah, 94. No, you've hosted it in 94. Go sit down. Just give it to someone else. Simple.
We've not hosted the World Cup since '66.
Yeah, rightfully so. Give it to someone that hasn't hosted. Let everyone be able to host it. Do you know? I'm just trying to be not selfish in a situation.
Fair,
but back on Istanbul, right? Because if it does happen there, the players would have to they'd have to come back here and isolate for 14 days, would they not? That's part of their resting, meant to be their holidays.
The Euros would have started by then.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get special government grant, so you don't have to, because you get extra testing. And I think that's what they've got. Apparently, I read today that UEFA are up for changing it to Wembley if that British government can guarantee 1,000 officials, press, and sponsors can get in and out of the country, be tested regular and safe, and put in like the bubble, like the boxing now at the minute, they put them in a bubble for a week, in hotels. I think that's, if they can do that, then Wembley's got a chance. If they can't, I think it's going to be Portugal, because it's a green light country, isn't it?
Interesting one. To really round off, obviously we've played each other now. It's going to be 3 times in quick succession. What do you think of, from what you guys have seen now, title race wise next season? Because obviously you wrapped up the title now. Do you think, from what you're seeing from Chelsea, the way that they're going under Tuchel, maybe if they get a couple players, do you think we can come and challenge you a little bit? Saj, what are you saying?
I'm going to say this market that is going to happen, the spoils go to the victors. That's all I'm going to say. And that, whatever happens in this transfer window, will dictate who does what. There are prizes up for grabs.
We've said it on the Big Six. I've said it, that it's going to be the most important transfer window for a lot of years, because I think the big teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid are in a transitional period now. The squads are aging, they need to do it, but they've got no dough. I think Liverpool have got to strengthen theirs, because it's gone a little bit stale, so they're going to do it. I think Tuchel's going to want to bring some of his own guys in, because it's going to be his first one. I think we need a striker with Aguero going, so I think we're going to be in the mix. I think Tottenham know that they need it.
So
that's
going to be tough.
Because we both need a striker.
One thing with City, we're not going to get into a bidding war. So if we've got a price on Haaland that we want to pay, and I think we will put it to him, and then if Haaland's that kind of player where it's all about the dough, which is saying he isn't, he's saying he wants to win trophies, he wants to go where he's loved and all that, then I think we've got a chance of getting him. If he's a money-based player and he wants to go for the dough, there's going to be teams out there that's going to beat us with the dough. But
his agent said,
I know that Riola's like.
The reason that I say this window is so important is the world beaters aren't world beaters anymore.
No,
as in the two potential goats, aren't the killers anymore. So the reason that I say this window is so important, and it's a seller's market, not a buyer's market like normal. Whoever can really dictate, there's a space for a new regime at the top. I'm talking Ballon d'Or wise, I'm talking best player conversation, so on and so forth.
We're at the end of a cycle now.
Yeah. So come next season, Messi and Ronaldo, and maybe even Lewandowski, maybe if he falls off, he has shown no decline, may not be the best players in the world anymore. So
United's gonna need to United just come close this season. For me, Solskjaer's had a good season. So I know United fans don't think he has, but he has. And if they're gonna back him, and they're gonna make sure, if they're gonna back Solskjaer, they're gonna have to give him some funds, because they've had a couple. I know Cavani's had a decent season, but they've had a few dodgy signings over the last few windows where they're getting free transfers here and there and loans and stuff, Igalo and that. But now I think with this pressure on the Glazers, I think they're going to have to deliver something. So United aren't a million miles away from being right up there, you know what I mean? So it's going to be mad. Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal.
Even Arsenal. And I know that sounds
much. I wanted
to
say when it comes to Haaland is, for some reason, I have this feeling that, or what I've been seeing a lot of rumors as well, that Bayern Munich are going to kidnap him. So they're going to try and hold on to. I think it's going to happen. They're going to hold on.
I just couldn't see Dortmund doing it, bro.
Yeah,
unless they go for the Bayern.
Dortmund, no, they have once that if
he doesn't go this
stays
summer,
for one more season.
Yeah.
If Haaland doesn't, they have to for Dortmund to stop Haaland from going to Bayern Munich. They have to sell him this season, because once that release clause kicks in, they have no choice. They have no say in it anymore.
And by the way, that
you
cycle,
feel like-
that cycle of age between Lewandowski to Haaland is perfect. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's perfect.
It's literally, it's just transition of power, literally, and it is so seamless. It's not even funny because he's already done.
Just seen that with
done
Leipzig.
Wait, hold on. They've
Just saw that
taken
with Leipzig.
they've taken Nagelsmann now. They've taken
Upamecano,
Upamecano. They're
yeah.
trying to take Newhouse, whatever his name is, the best midfielder at Gladbach.
Gladbach, yeah.
They're trying to take him, and they are trying to get Lewandowski to get Haaland to stay for one more season when his release clause kicks in to take him. They're literally killing off the Bundesliga, like completely just killing it, killing the competition. It's actually ridiculous.
You know, when you say it like that, you can kind of very easily see why they didn't want to join the Super League, right?
Oh yeah, because they've got the
no need for
monopoly. Got the monopoly in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, in the Bundesliga. Yeah, fair enough.
You've seen them pictures of Haaland though, 2014 FA Cup final in the City end with his dad, City shirt on, hat on, all that.
No,
definitely. You know what I mean? Definitely there, man. So his dad said he was a City fan when Aguero was jumping around the living room and all that. So, you know, we've got a little bit of something there with him. And then Phil Foden at the end of the Dortmund game when they were whispering like,
Steve, you're clutching now.
Telling you, man, don't make me ring Alfie Haaland. I'll ring Alfie Haaland and ask him on live if you want. Ring him. You know I've got his number.
I didn't know that. Ring him.
I don't mean anything.
You know why?
Harry Kane's an Arsenal fan. Don't mean he's joining Arsenal, is he?
Yeah. Nah. You know what?
Harry Kane.
Yeah, I would take him. I prefer Harry Kane to.
Yeah, but that's not really. It's not really realistic, is it?
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
it is
not
realistic. I see.
Amount of money.
I don't know, man. Because it's not. It depends what happens with top four in it. That will dictate a lot. Because if Tottenham don't touch top four, yeah, he's gone.
Tottenham not getting the top four.
Yeah, he's gone.
You know that Porto striker? He just joined a Qatari team. Is he crazy?
Who are you talking to?
Porto striker, the one that played against Chelsea.
Which one?
Marega.
The one that's
Marega.
He just went to
lots of
bro,
money.
It's the money, bro.
Yeah.
Do you not remember when Oscar, who was that other guy?
Graziolo Pella,
Asamoah
Who's that guy? Alex
Teixeira.
Yeah, Teixeira.
No, you're Tyson. You're talking about.
Did he go as well?
I'm pretty sure Teixeira went as well.
Teixeira did.
Went there
and
as well.
he was meant to go Liverpool, and that was kind of a slap in the face.
And then Hulk was linked with Chelsea for years. Every single year,
Hulk
was linked.
Powerhouse
of a left foot.
What about
remember Jackson Martinez?
Yeah.
What about talking about
he was a baller.
new signings? Cities, that Brazilian kid, that Kai. I told you, someone sent me the goal he scored tonight. We signed him. Yeah, we signed him, but he scored again tonight. He's only 17. You want to see that goal he scored, man? And apparently we signed Matinho as well from them. Matinho is going on loan to Troyes, who we own in France, and Kai is coming straight to the first team. That's what I've been told.
Really?
Pepper's doing some good small player business, like young player business as well.
We signed Sarmiento. We signed that Argentinian Sarmiento from Estudiantes, and we signed that Diego Rosa from Gremio for 25 million. We signed him this season. No, he went under the radar. 25 million City paid for him. Sent him on loan. I didn't even notice that.
How old is
he? Which Diego Rosa?
Yeah.
He's only a young kid. He's about 19, 20, but we've sent him on loan to Lommel. If you Google him, Diego Rosa, 25 mil we paid for him. It just went under the radar. He's playing there now.
Mad.
But look at Kai's goal tonight, man. What a goal.
I've seen it where he nutmegged the goalkeeper. I've seen it.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Just seeing your super chat now, Krufik, saying you don't remember what you said. Sorry about that. Apologies. I'm trying to manage it, but obviously I have to try and let the conversation flow as well. And there was just a lot of super chats coming at the time, so we'll try and get it sorted next time. Listen, we're going to wrap up now. It's been a good show. We had a bit of smoke at the beginning, but it's calmed down now. Look, the next time we play each other...
Let these men live.
It's going to be... yeah, it's true. Real Madrid did the same thing. Next time we play each other, it's going to be mad. So up until then, the build-up will just be, very intriguing. The only thing that we don't know what's going to happen is injuries, really. We just have to hope that our teams don't pick up...
Is Christensen all right?
Christensen...
He'll be fine, bro.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he'll be fine. let's just hope that let's just hope that nobody don't pick up any injuries now, seriously, because I want this game is going to be good. Do you know what I mean? Who do you guys think will start in your team then? Because obviously you said the second team played yesterday. Give me your 11, Saj, and then Steve afterwards for the Champions League final with everyone fit.
With everyone fit, that is that 100% right now. What's the point doing it now?
I just want to know.
We don't know what's going to happen over the next week.
We got like a couple weeks to go.
Yeah, all right,
that's what I'm saying. What's the point doing that, man?
There's no point doing it.
We can't predict now what could happen then. Yes, that's wishful thinking, man. Because if I put that out there now and then 3 men are injured, I'm gonna look like a fool, bruv. No, bruv.
Watch out for Laporte. You gotta watch out for Laporte's hammies, bro.
Don't worry.
He doesn't start.
He won't play. He won't play.
Don't
worry about it, man. He's good, man.
What about Stones' hammies, bro?
Don't worry about Stones' hammies, bro. Them hammies are good, man. Them hammies are stretched.
Monstar gonna go up to Manchester and kick a couple of guys in the back of the fight.
He will be stretched. Don't worry.
It's the Stella you got to worry about with Stones, not the hammy. It's the Stella. Keep him off the piss.
Oh, guys, the links are in the description. Make sure you go and subscribe to Big Steve and Monstar's channel, both in the description as well. I don't know if Victor, our usual mod who does the links in the chat, is awake, but God knows at this point. It's been a late one for us today. Big up to the Chelsea fans in the chat, the Man City fans as well that came in and backed it. He was basically in the away section today, just battling away. I think 100 Centurions was definitely in there combating the fight against the massive. But listen, big 3 points for us. Victor is there. There you go. Look, the links have already gone in. So Big Steve's channel's in the chat there. Listen, big win for us because, listen, we need top 4. We got Arsenal on Wednesday. Looking forward to that. And I think by the time Man City play, would Man United have played another game before you guys play?
Yeah,
they've got 2 games.
2 games this week.
2 games. So you probably have the title before.
Leicester Tuesday, Liverpool Thursday, and we play Newcastle Friday.
Yeah. So safe to assume that they'll have the City wrapped up. They'll have the title wrapped up by the time we
No, you said it right the first time. We'll have the City wrapped up. Thank you. The whole of Manchester. You said it right the first time.
Manchester and London is blue. We keep it moving, people. Thanks so much for joining us. Like I said, links are in the chat for Monstar and Big Steve's channel. And I'll see you next time in a bit, people. Peace.
Perfect.